Hello traders, my name is Anna and I am full-time Forex trader. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through the whole week of my trading, which was 15th of July till 19th of July. I was trading two pairs, EU and GU, and I'm going to show you every single trade that I took. Also, because I have just launched a community, One Edge community, together with Trader Rich, I actually showed every single trade that I took in the community, but the idea is not the signals. The idea was just to walk traders through every single trade that I take, just so they can see, I don't know, like a little bit of panicking maybe there, a little bit of emotions, because I had some nasty stops and yeah, and I needed to hold trade for like over the night, and then I was just like trying to explain the process. So yep, I'm gonna go into the charts. I will show you and walk you through like all my trades that I took with the results. If this video is helpful, please let me know and I can do more of these if you're interested to see how my week is going. So let's get into the chats. First, I need a cup of coffee because it's been a long morning. Although saying that, it's 2 o'clock and it's Saturday and I'm knackered, but let's go through my trades. Right, so I'm going to walk you through my trades that I took on this week of 15th till 19th of July. Together, I had 7 setups. I was only trading GU and EU. Normally, if you follow me along, you know that I also trade GJ, but at the moment, GJ is so messy. The price action is just all over the place, and I am just not willing to put any risk on at all on GJ. You know, get that slap in the face from Bank of Japan while they are like, you know, interfering in the market. So I'm not willing to do that at all. So I was only trading EU and GU. So week started actually really interesting because we opened up with a big gap in here. As you can see, there was a little bit of the support area right in here. This was actually one of the setups. If you can look at it, one leg in here, another one in here, a double bottom from the support area. It could have been a good buy setup, but I didn't see it at the moment because I was, you know, busy. Summer holidays, kids are so hungry all the time, so I was not at the chart at that moment. But this could have been a beautiful trade, I actually did put that trade into like my missed trades file because it would be like a little bit over 2 hour trade. You know, it went a little bit negative in here and then straight to the TP, but however, I missed the trade, so it is what it is. Sometimes it happens. Then day got along. This black arrow in here, that's actually a 4 wick hour. If we look at the 4 hour chart, it's going to be like the highest wick in there. Obviously, the 4 hour zone was taken out, or like just a wick, just a black line in here. So it was taken out, and that was like indication for me that the price is maybe trying to go lower. So I was waiting for the price to come down to give me like a pattern of double top. That's like the best thing. It did danced around a little bit, pushed, and then came back to this area in here, and I was willing to enter the trade because it came back again. This candle never closed above it, gave this bearish closure, and then I entered the market in here. Now this trade, you can call me lucky, you can call me skilled, but I was very much lucky not to be taken out. As you can see, it came so close, but because of the spreads are really tight on EU, I was never stopped out and I was able to close this at the break even. And the reason for closing this trade early, which is absolutely within my trading plan, because when there's news, I will close my trade unless there's like the trade is really close to TP or I'm willing to take that risk by setting break even. It's part of my plan to close my trades when there is a red folders news coming out, and in this case it did. So closed early at break even because of the news. So my first trade of the week was break even, and you can see that the news really pushed down and then pushed up again. So if I would have left this trade run, it would have been a profit because it did reach this support area once again. I was out of the trade because that was what my trading plan said. And looking at the GU, what we had on 15th, so on the Monday, GU opened here with that little gap in here, and I could have sold GU in here, but I didn't, and let me tell you why. In this zone I have in here, this candle, bullish candle that closed bullish, you can see it actually closed above the zone, and because it did, I was not sure if the price is just going to come and retest, you know, dance around, give bullish candle in here and then go bullish. So I was like, no, this is not clear to me. I'm not sure if this is a fake out, because on EU
I was in short already. So I just left the GUB, and see, if I would attempt after this candle, like even like this bullish candle in here, if I would attempt to buy, I would have been stopped out because that was a little fake out in there. And because I was in a EU shorts at that moment, I was not interested to buy. Then next trade of the week again was on EU. I took this setup in here simply because, so the price came from the support area, and that would be like a break and a retest. So I wanted to trade that retest, and I like the fact that there was so much rejection in here that I was willing to put the risk on, and I entered based on a pattern. So, but as you can see, the trade went really well in the beginning, but then what happened was that it came into a drawdown and there was news coming. So I closed the trade at minus 0.30 R because of the news release. And obviously, as you can see, the news were actually in my favor. I could have like won this trade, but you know what? Shoulda, coulda, woulda doesn't count. So this trade, unfortunately, it ended up in minus 30 R. So, and it is what it is. And then what happened was, after the news, you can see that the push down of the price, and if you look at it, once again, it's that pattern where we have support, it has been broken, and we are expecting a retest, which actually happened. I got my confirmation on bearish closure. I entered my trade, traded my plan. Unfortunately, price didn't go where I wanted it to go, where I was expecting it to go, because there is this there is like right here this level in here, so I was targeting this level for my sales, and obviously it never happened because what price did, it came back into the zone, and as you can see, it went really much bullish. So I was wrong, but this trade was according to my plan, and I would take this trade any day, any day. It is nice, clear, break, retest, and I would take it. Unfortunately, didn't work this time. And I will always say, good stop loss when you have traded with your plan, when you have put the risk according to your risk plan as well, it is a good loss. So this was definitely a good loss. Obviously, it is a loss, and and I was like, break even, minus 0.30, minus 1 R. And, you know, it's not nice, but it is what it is. I took sales on GU and EU as well. This was GU. GU was beautiful trade. EU, as you can see, this time I did not had enough skill because I was stopped out. And you know what? This one was actually, this trade really made me a little bit uncomfortable because you can see the stop loss was really tight. It was only like 5 pips. For me, 5 pip stop loss, it's like really tight. Normally my stop losses are about like 12, 15 pips. But obviously it depends how the pair is ranging, because if the range is not that big, then, you know, it's going to be tighter stops, and it is what it is. Unfortunately, I got stopped out, and as you can see, the price did went down. It is what it is. So that was another loss for EU, and at this point I was very frustrated on EU, like very frustrated, because it is not doing what I want it to do. You know, he was super bad, but the good thing, GU worked perfectly. So we had, this was the 4-hour zone. It was not the strongest zone, but it was still a zone. And you know what, I'm gonna say something that you probably, many of you will judge me, but what comes up must come down. So, and at this point, that was the only way really in the market where I saw that there could be some rejection. So I was willing to take this setup in here. So 4-hour zone, rejection zone, resistance. Then 15 minutes we printed, we came above, so it's like, looked like we broke the zone, but what happened was we came down, came bullish, and then I decided I want to be bearish on the market because we have been pushing so high and there is this resistance in 4 hours, so I want to be a seller in the market. And so I made a decision to sell based on a double top pattern with a closure of 15-minute bearish candle. It's within my plan, stops above, and I'm targeting the previous zone of like resistance, because in this case you can see that was like break, and I was waiting for that retest to come, right? So yeah, ended in a 3.6 hour trade, really good trade. Obviously took a little bit of waiting, which is normal. Like sometimes your intraday trades will have to stay over the night. It's just as long as you can manage them. So at this point, when it was market closure time, I set my trade to break even. That's according to my plan, because I want to protect the capital at all times, especially after having not such a good start of the week on EU. So I set my trade to break even, and then before London Open trade actually went and reached my TP. So at this point, when I saw all this big bearish move on the GU, I was not willing to buy, because I was like, I'm not sure if we're gonna go bullish, because it is very much bearish. The price couldn't push higher, so it tried to go higher but never did. And again, like, see these things, many of you will ask, so Anna, why did you never took the buy in here? Because that is within your plan, because this is the resistance zone. The price has came down to it, right? It came down to it, reached it, rejected it, and printed you the second leg of what you're looking for. Why did you never buy? So this is where it also comes experience in, because we are rejecting this 4-hour zone, and for me, higher time frame will always give me more story. So I see that we are rejecting a higher time frame, and there's potential for the trade to come all the way down to in this area in here, which is a higher time frame. So I'm more interested to see if the price will come here. So that's why I made a decision not to buy in here, but wait and see for more price action if we can break the below the area, and then I would like to get in and be a seller. Then I took this trade. I took it based on, again, according to my trading plan, we broke below the zone, we came back to retest, break and retest. I did got worried a little bit because Rich was buying in here, because he saw this like support area in here, and he was buying, and I said, Rich, stop moving the market, because that's exactly what happened. The price rejected from here and came a little bit into my break-even area. I could have caught this move again, but unfortunately, this area in here, what happened was that was during the night when I was sleeping. So I'm not going to trade 24 hours a day. Definitely, I need my sleep. But this setup also was really nice with the bearish engulfing. Could have sold in here, could have sold in here, but that was still very early in the morning. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. And then this area is also really strong, but it looks like we could even, you know, for the next week, we could move even a little bit lower. Moving back to EU, I did took another trade, which was Friday. I did took EU trade. It was actually on the live stream. So EU, same as GU, went bearish. And in this particular trade, a little bit messier, but see this zone in here, break and a retest, a nice, big, huge engulfing candle. I was a little bit late on my entry. And sometimes I do that, like if I don't see the entry like at the moment when I'm at the computer, but I see it later on and the prices came down or came up to my break even or like my entry, I will enter the trade. So I did, I entered the trade, and then I needed to close it early simply because I did not want to keep the trade over the weekend, especially knowing what's going on in the world. Like, oh, no. It was just too much risk. So I closed the trade. I think I took 1.10 hour, just a little bit above 1 hour in here. Close the trade. I'm out of the market and finishing the week. And altogether, my results are 5.1 hour. And that's it. That was my week in the market. Please, guys, if you think this is helpful for you, let me know. I would like to do more of these if you find them useful. And yeah, it's been a long week. And it's Saturday and I'm so tired. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys for sticking through. Just want to say thank you so much. You are awesome. Thank you for always supporting me. I really appreciate you. Now use proper risk management when you're trading, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.